Hello friends, this is Martin from Secrets, channel for learning about trading and investing. Welcome to a brand new episode of Markets Tomorrow, where we look at what happened in the markets during the day and how we can plan for a better trade tomorrow. So we had a market with a clear direction on the Nifty today, but banks did not cooperate and is taken a pause. Let's see what exactly happened. As usual, this is the pre-market analysis for January 18th to Tuesday, 2022, where we look at all of these parameters that you see on the left side. On the charts, we'll look at them, and we would have additional data analysis on all of the parameters that you see on the right side, and we would have some actions also, right? So let's look at the price pattern. What kind of pattern we have on the daily candle? Look at this. The price is closed above the last four candles. No? It's made a new high, new recent high, you can say, and it's a bullish close, green white range, bullish candle on the Nifty. On the right side, bang Nifty. Look at this candle. This was a CIP that we had identified yesterday, and it did exactly that and then gave up almost all of that, and then finally formed a bearish gravestone doji indecisive candle. So the Bank Nifty has some kind of indecisiveness that is seen in the Bank Nifty, but Nifty non-stop. The rally continues just as if nothing has happened, although it gained only 50 points today, which 52 points of rise. And the main thing is it's closed above the 18,300, clearly forming an upside direction is clearly shown in the white range bullish candle that you can see here on the Nifty. But Nifty, on the contrary, it's a change of variety of pounds which did not sustain and lost 150 points, not too much. And that indicates that there is some indecisiveness mark. Intraday, if you see, it's Nifty and the Bank Nifty are volatile, but Nifty managed to maintain the trend of the upside. This is what intraday is, right? It is volatile. Bank Nifty also it is volatile, but look at the direction upside. This is very volatile, and then the direction is downtrending, uptrending. 15 minutes charts of Nifty and Bank Nifty is what you see here. So volatility, if you look at Bollinger Bands, you can see that both sides volatility is expanded and the price is moving in on the upper bands, indicating bullishness, and is trying to walk on the bands clearly. Bank Nifty is slightly fallen off from the bands, upper bands, but is trying to reach their back, looks like. So bullish indications on the Bollinger Bands as well. Now support resistance levels is something that we have to keep in mind before we make the entry or exits or trail, whatever. This is based, as I say, this is based on a combination of previous resistance support points and Fibonacci's also used in between to identify this point. So right now, as I said, set support zone of 18,200, and today it is closed above 18,300, but the resistance above is 18,350 to 18,400. That's where it has to cross, and after that you have the 18,600 all-time high levels. So the support downside is of course 18,200, and then after the 1800, and then 18,000 rounding number, and then below that is 17,800, 850. That's how support resistance is there for the Nifty. While Bank Nifty right now is taking support of 38,000 levels, and above that it is facing resistance at 38,350 to 38,500 levels, and if that is taken out tomorrow, then you will find resistance next at 38,900, 39,100, that range, and then above that you have 39,300 to 39,500 levels. Downside, the support seen is 38,000, and then below, if that is broken, then it can fall up to 37,700, 800 levels, and then if that is gone, then 37,300 to 37,400, which is the Fibonacci 23 retracement levels. So that is support and the resistance on the Bank Nifty. Momentum divergence, if you see there is no divergences. Momentum is bullish clearly on the Nifty on the left side, and the right side Bank Nifty. Right. On the medium term, Bank Nifty is set to catch up to the bullish zones, but Nifty is bullish on medium term. It's weekly charts as well as the daily charts, and Bank Nifty is clearly bullish on the short term. No doubt about that. There are no divergences. There is a monthly divergence that is in play, which is bullish, reverse momentum divergence. Now trend indications, if you see the DMI is positive, it's in the short term and the medium term. This trend is clearly saying, the trend indicator DX is clearly saying it's bullish and it's trending upside. Volatility is flat more or less. It was 16.76 was made it, and then 51.52 is the Nifty implied volatility. Implied volatility percentile is 42%, and it is flat, but it's maintaining the 15 to 20 range, right? Which is there since several months now, right? Open this data, if you see, this is a little confusing because the highest resistance for this expiry on this Thursday on January 20 is having 19,000 highest call rating. Maybe hedge positions, but the closing one is 18,300. And similarly, the downside to support seen is 17,500, which is quite far, and 18,000 also has good, no, good amount of call writing, but it's not the largest at 17,500. Remember that keeps changing because there are a few more days left. Put call ratio 1.1 is what it's bullish actually. Long build is what happened in the futures open just right. Bank Nifty 38,000, that has got the highest put rating. 37,000 also has got enough. Resistance is very close by 38,500, and then the next resistance is funny, like 40,500, right? So that's how it is, and it is not at all bullish. You can't say it's bullish. 0.66 is the put call ratio for the Bank Nifty, and definitely it is a short bit of that happened in the Bank Nifty today. Look at the heat map. You can see that some heavy gets done good today. Reliance, ICICI, TCS, and that's how market moved. And HDFC Bank, the major player, didn't work out well today, right? The reason why the move only 50 points could be gained. Sectorial performance is good. IT is it was flat today, just 22 points of gains, but it's still in the bullish also. The momentum was pretty so. For momentum based trading, you can pick up a shot from this for long positions. Metal also flat 14.17, but it also has momentum very good. So basically, it's a continuation of the previous several days of up move. It is maintained because it today, ended mostly flattish. It's hardly 50 points of up move only. So metal is bullish, IT is bullish, but today both of them had flat close. Auto made good move today, 2% up, and it's bullish from the moment perspective also. Pharma is flat, 0.70% down. Momentum also is sideways. FMC also close green, but only 0.5%, and momentum is not caught up yet. The RTA sector is close green by 1.3%, but momentum has not caught up yet on the short term. So IT, metal, auto clearly bullish. Rest of them just keep away until the momentum is picked up. Institutional participation is also interesting today. Both institutions have sold today. The Fyers have sold 800 crores, 855 crores, and a little bit of domestic institutional selling also happened today. So the buying mess happened. That 50 points gain might have happened from the retailers. That's what we'll have to see, right? But overall, the selling has reduced, as you can see from the FI sides, which is the reason why the market is steadily going up, which is positive, right? Now, currency pair has fallen. The dollar up move has stopped, and but today it is trying to take the support zone and then bounced up. And yeah, dollar index is kind of has come down quite a lot, and the USD INR currency pair also had come down, but last 2-3 days it's trying to it fell off from the major support zone and then trying to climb back today into the same place. So we had struggled a little bit and come down near to 74 levels and maintaining that, but is it going back again to this 76 kind of levels? You never know, right? Crude oil had is at a very dangerous levels of all-time high kind of levels, and today it is on some resistance at that place and not further moving up, which is not good for our country. Gold is showing that it is attempting multiple times to take away this resistance at 18,050 kind of levels, and then multiple times it is facing resistance there and is unable to break out of the channel top and then above the resistance. Global markets, Dow Jones is not opened. US market set to open, but Dow Jones had a negative close. US market. Otherwise it looks flat, and UK market's also flat. So we'll have to check all of this in the next day pre-market. Hopefully then we'll directly pitch on how the global markets have performed. Actionables to Grazim is good. This is a daily time frame charts that you're seeing good volumes, good momentum, and good trends, and it is well within the channel, trending up. It could face some resistance near to the channel top. So be cautious that it can be the beginning of a reversal. Yeah, so the scope is, the risk reward is less here in the case of Grasim, but yeah, there is also a potential that it can make big moves also, because there is some kind of a rounding pattern also there. So basically, this is a resistance zone, and today's candle is clear breakout from that zone. Now, data consultancy services is another pick. Its rounding pattern, it had faced resistance exactly at this neckline, and then today you are seeing that it is clearly breaking out. So rounding patterns, and that's well within a very wide trending channel. The volumes are very good, momentum is good, and trend is also good. And yeah, so this can give good up more at least till the channel top, right? That's quite a long, risk reward. Very good risk reward can be seen, but both are positional swing trades basically. Now just to wrap up, a moderate position is the short term view from my side, because of obviously support and resistance level, momentum crossover, the trend crossover, reduce institution selling, and all of this. So price patterns and momentum, is in favor, except that today BANKNIFTY space, price action was not good, right? The candlestick patterns of gravestone doji is little, a bit of danger is there to have some kind of consolidation at least to happen. So we'll have to watch out and see. So BANKNIFTY absolutely did not cooperate today. It did the CIP change in polarity bounds and then face resistance, and then completely reversed and gave up everything the trade gain. So probably because the US markets were not open, and you'll come to know about that. The markets BANKNIFTY may be reacting to that depending on how the US market is trying to recover from the negative close on the Friday. So otherwise the price action, momentum, Bollinger Bands, volatility, everything is in favor of price moving to the upside, which is in the 15, 20. The last two paragraphs I repeat every time. That's meant for basically option based trading based on the volatility. So volatility is meaning the 15, 21, 20, that range, and it's well within that. And big spikes have stopped at least. It's moving up and reverting, and that's something that's happening. So cautious positions, I think I should be cautious, although the view is moderate bullish. So position sizing has to be done, and because of the Fed news and the COVID news and all different kinds of negative news floating around, there could be reversals, and you have to be cautious again. And directional trades are working out in intraday, except for few days. So the directional trades may come in once in a week, or 3 or 4 times in a month. It depends. So we'll have to wait patiently for that day when the trends, and then catch the trend, right? But the directional trade can be done by option buying as well as selling. Both this can be done. So if you're carrying forward the trade, then of course the collateral spreads, so vertical spreads has to be used, and collateral spreads can give good risk, good rewards whenever the volatility is rising up, because it is obviously going to crash down near to the expiry. So collateral spreads could be a good option to go ahead, especially when the VIX is rising up, or VIX is at the lower range, in the beginning of the, expected to mean through it and go up, right? Either of these places, spreads can, or the spreads also reduce your risk, and to define risk defined strategies, they are called, right? So it won't do too much of a harm in case your direction goes wrong, right? So that's the view I have. Market go, moderate bullishness is what it is, depending on what the charts are showing me. So if it helps you to frame your own view and make a trade plan for you for the next day, then consider hitting the like button and then share to your friends and colleagues. Thanks for watching. Happy trading, happy learning. Thanks for watching. Bye.